for the fourth time now, because I've been interrupted for 4 times. Hey guys, welcome to Mickey Redemption 666, and this is a message to Crow. Crow, if you think I fake depression, well no, because the fact is you don't know shit about me, you don't know shit about my life, so fucking get your head straight. You want to slag off people behind the camera, that's fine. You want to slag off me then, because I don't care. I don't care what you say. And the things I said about your girlfriend, I said it in retaliation. And that's the stuff that you need to sort your fucking head out. I believe in retaliation. That's a fact. Because you decided to call me fat. But, like, seriously, what have you got against fat people? There's no point shaming people because of their appearances or how they're like. Okay? You've got a problem with me that I do not even know what it's about. But you need to sort it out with me. Come to Peterborough and fucking sort it out. Otherwise, if you can't because your financial issues and because your girlfriend told you not to, well then, stop having these fucking shitty ass excuses and be a fucking man and stop fucking using these playground insults about calling people fat, like saying people fake depression, aka me, for when I don't. You need to live in my life. You need to live in my shoes. I seen your Q&A video, Crow. And to be honest, I'm not impressed. Because the fact is, you want to call me out in one of your videos. You want to say shit. You want to say shit that fucking offends me. It doesn't. I've heard every name underneath the goddamn sun, and you watch my videos on the King's Speech of you, Crow, to get the message. I've been called every name underneath the goddamn sun, and yet those names don't offend me. I've been called bald patches. I've been called a fucking bitch. I've been called a fucking wannabe slag. I've been called many names. Countless times. And you know what? Screw it. I don't care. I've been bullied for nearly 20 years. Doesn't really bother me, not even slightest. Because you know what? I think it's quite boring. And to be honest, Crow, if you've got that much of a big problem with me, come down to Peterborough. I've been calling you out so many times for like the past couple of months, but you've never even bothered. No, what do? You just sit in your own room, contemplating about life for 7 days straight. Whereas me, I bust my ass in college. What have you got? You've only got your girlfriend and your girlfriend's pussy to fucking fuck, haven't you? You don't do anything else but fuck your own girlfriend's pussy. You don't have anything else to do. You're all over your girlfriend. Once if your girlfriend wants to say no, I don't want to fucking have sex with you, you're gonna threaten her. You're gonna get all offended. She might dump you out of the spot. Just shut the fuck up, mate. Just shut the fuck up. Stop fucking getting on to me. Because of what's happened a month ago. That's a month ago. This is December, not November, mate. You're obviously a month behind. You're a month behind in everything. This is December. We're nearing up the end of the year. And if you're going to still be continuing on about all this shit leading up to 2019, then mate, I think you should get a life, mate. I think you should go out more. And to be honest, I think you should go to the gym, hit the weights, have a shower, and get a fucking clue. Because to be honest, you're not a man. You're just an 8-year-old. You're just an 8-year-old that uses playground insults, calling people fat, calling people names, like saying that people fake depression. No. If you live in under my shoes, you would know how I feel. since you try so desperately to fill shoes that you never will, why do you even bother? Why do you even bother trying to fill shoes that you never will? And why you slating everyone that was in TK2 even though they done shit for you? And what did you do? What did you do? I get people to kiss my own ass. Says the one that doesn't even know how to create a CV. And you know what? I taught you how to fucking create a CV, mate. I was on the phone to you for an hour and a half. Solid. Helping you create your own fucking CV because you cannot create one. And you had no idea. So you know what? You call me on it. You call me on it. I've done everything for you, Crow. I've done more shit than anybody else in TK2. The fact that I was always the first one and always the last one to get on call and get off it. And you're saying that I'm not. I didn't just do one thing, mate. Some people don't do everything. Some people just like to have breaks. Some people just like to have a little bit of free time just to get their head straight and get whatever there is out their heads or off their chest. Some people have family. Some people like to spend time with family. Some people have study time, like college work. Some people have that. Some people, to which you probably might not even have, is college time to actually study. You might not even have that. So you need to get your head straight, Crow. You need to relax. You need to relax and step up your game. Because to be honest, I'm getting sick and tired of it. Why should I have to deal with people like you to drag me down to your kind of level? Why do I need to be dragged down? For when I could only drag myself up. You think I fake depression? That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Your opinion is not true. But you know what? I don't go around slating you, slating everything about you. I don't go around slating everything about you, do I? No, I don't. Because I'm not that kind of guy that just relates and retaliates on people for no reason. I retaliate on people for a reason and they call me out. So you need to get your head straight. You need to get your head straight. Because you're acting like an 8-year-old. You're just basically calling people fat. You went from the shallow end to the deep end in a matter of like less than 10 minutes. And you know what I did? I went from the deepest of end, and I called your girlfriend fat. Because you know what? You don't like I don't like you calling me names. And you don't like it, do you? No, you don't. So why'd you call other people names, and why'd you slate people off for when you don't like it yourself? You're an egotistical prick. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of your attitude towards me for when I haven't even done anything. Okay? I've had enough stress in my life as it is. And yet, you still try and get on my bad side. Like, what the fuck is going on? Seriously, you need to grow a pair of balls and you need to know the fact that people have depression. You don't question that. You don't question that. You give people advice on how they can deal with that. You don't just slate them off because they fake it and because it upset your girlfriend. For when I don't even know your girlfriend. I don't even know her, for fuck's sakes. She doesn't even know me. She doesn't even know what the shit I've been through. Nor do you, Crow. You haven't met me enough to even know what the shit I've been through. And if you think you have, you're dead wrong. If you've been friends with me and if you know me in real life, instead of behind a freaking camera, then you would know how my life has been. So I'm gonna keep this short. Nice and sweet and simple. Don't ever chat shit about me. And get off my fucking back. And stop throwing me under the bus for when I haven't done anything wrong. You're just continuing on this massive thing that's been happening for months. Just shut up. Just focus on your sinister shit. Focus on your album. Focus on what really matters instead of other people. Think about yourself. Like you are. And like you have been doing. Think about yourself. Think about your relationship. Think about your project. Think about everything else that you have that's more important than to worry about me. Just literally get a life. That's all I'm saying. Just get a life. Stop being on to me. Stop being on to me. Because if you're really obsessed with me, then why don't you come down to Peterborough? As I've been saying numerous times throughout the month, come down to Peterborough. Be a bigger man. So we can sort this shit out. Like what me and Luke done. Like what me and Jordan done. Like what me and Jason done. But you're just not choosing it because you're not a forgiving guy, aren't you? No, you're not. But for when you could forgive too many people, aka Luke Storm and Jordan, you forgave them 6 times and you kicked them out for a 7th straight time, and you never allowed them back into your group since. But me is a different story, isn't it? Me is always a different story. I like to know what vendetta is going on. Because to be honest, I don't want to be involved with you. And I've said it. I don't want to be involved with you. I don't want to be involved in that shitty group. I've carried on with my own way for a month until you decided to come up and say it. Only because I said, was the thing that you wrote about me because it said Michael. You need to specify on a whole lot more. Like, if it's a 13-year-old kid that pissed you off, you need to write his surname. If it's your uncle, you need to write his surname as well. If it's me, you need to write my surname, because it lets the whole people know who are you talking about. Because if you put Reed, that's my last name, if some of you didn't know, then you'll be talking about me. If you put you need to put surnames to get a message. If you just put Michael and you add a random thing. The fact is, I don't want to be involved with you. Nor I don't think you want to be involved with me. So stay out of business, as that happened a week ago. And just forget about what happened a month ago. You're still dwelling on the past. You're still dwelling on what happened a month ago. Dude, I'm a month ahead of you. I've got more important shit to think about and to sort out, to deal with you. So all I'm saying is Crow, leave me alone. And that's it. Michael Reed, recognise.